Right, very good morning students. See, in the previous class we discussed about a related to principle of superposition, and coming to the point is, let us I want to tell you about a related to the interference. And here, before that, before the interference, see actually let us in our material once open the materials, because there is a one question is there, page number 81. A question is about a blue shift and red shift. It is for 4 marks, so very important. Doppler effect in light, distinguish between red and blue shift. That is March 2016 which was given, and 12, 15 and again 12 it is given in the previous question it is. So that you go through that question, it is important for the APE. And after that, let us, I will tell you on the basis of Doppler effect of a light, there is a one question is there, problem. So the problem will be, I think it is in the exercise which is given, I think so. So that it is 3.1. Yeah, very simple question given. Look at here, the question I'll read you. Right here. See, from Telugu Academy, I will tell you, from Telugu Academy, which is given in the page number 91. Page number 91, the question was given. So the 3.11 from Telugu Academy, on the basis of Doppler effect, question number will be 3.1 and the page number will be 91 from Telugu Academy TB, Telugu Academy textbook. See, what speed should a galaxy move with respect to us so that the sodium line it, see there is a frequencies are given. For a small change in frequencies, that is given as, one is a 589 nanometer is one, is observed at 589.6 nanometer. So what speed should, asking is speed, of course we know it is about a speeds is given, no? So that we can take C is equal to, or we can say V is equal to n lambda. Instead of C you take V, so that here we can take a difference, no, because is asking in the radial, that is we know delta n by n is equal to minus V radial by, we say C. So by using this we should get a value of the delta lambda is given here, because the wavelengths are given, no, delta lambda is equal to, that you write here change in wavelengths will be lambda 2 minus lambda 1. You say it is a lambda 2 and this you say lambda 1. So you subtract these two, 589.6 minus 589, so that we will get the delta lambda will be equal to approximately plus 0.6 nanometer, it is the delta lambda. But actually we know the according to the Doppler effect, delta n by n is equal to V radial by C. Now here by using this, let us, we can also write in terms of frequencies, that we can say from here it is inversely proportional, n inversely proportional to lambda, no. Therefore you write here delta n by n is equal to, it is becomes reverse, no, so that you take as minus delta lambda by lambda. So which is equal, no? Delta n by n is equal to this, we can equal it, so that delta lambda by lambda is equal to minus V radial by C. See, of course is given, is asking V radial, then you take, is asking V radial, no, so that here you write V radial is equal to, in this delta lambda by lambda into C. So delta lambda is, we know 0.6, lambda you take any one, that is either a this one or you take a this one, any one you take. Therefore V radial will be, that is delta lambda will be plus 0.6 by lambda will be, it is 589 into C. C will be velocity of a light, 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. So V radial, that is a component of velocity which is equal to 306 kilometer per second. This is the value for V radial. Like this we can take. It is a Doppler effect. In case of a Doppler effect, there is a one question is given in our Telugu Academy textbook, that is a page number 91, question number 3.1. Right? Then after that, let us will move to the next one, that is about a coherent and incoherent, already finished. And on the basis of this, I want to explain you about a interference. Sir, what is interference? Interference in the sense is very simple. The light must be obey the interference property also, because light is already obeyed rectilinear propagation, reflection, refraction. What about interference? When two light waves are traveling in the same direction, let us interference property about interference of a light. When light waves are traveling in the same direction which overlaps, when the two waves, or you say light waves, which are traveling in the same direction, see the two source of lights, it is a one wave and it is another wave. See, it is y1 you say, and it is a y2. This is the light waves are traveling in the same direction with the almost same phase difference, because you say the source emitting without any phase difference. You say phase difference or phase is constant or zero. When they are traveling in the same direction, therefore they overlap. It is a one wave, it is another wave. See, interfering. Therefore, because of the interfering, therefore the wave is redistributed. The wave is redistributed. At one place it is maybe maximum, and another place it is maybe minimum. One more place is maximum. See, sir, when will get the maximum and when will you get the minimum? Yes, that is the maximum and minimum will be, look at it is a maximum condition and it is a minimum condition, again maximum, minimum, maximum, like this. Redistributed, that is interfering, because of the interfering of wave, therefore the wave is redistributed. The resultant wave we can call as the interference of a wave. Interference. Sir, when will get the maximum and when will get the minimum? Of course, maximum in the sense is we can also call constructive. See, constructive interference. Constructing interference is possible when the waves are traveling in the same direction. Therefore, if they overlap, crust is overlap with crust and trough is overlap with trough. Crust overlapping with the crust and trough is overlapping with the trough. Therefore, at that place it gives the maximum of intensity or maximum of wavelength, maximum of amplitude. That is, in the previous in the class I told you, that is A1 plus A2. It is the amplitude. In terms of intensities, you want to say root I is equal to root I1 plus root I2. This is the maximum intensity in case of when the two sound waves are overlapping or two light waves are overlapping, with crust is overlapping with crust and trough is overlapping with trough. That gives a maximum constructive interference. In this phase difference, we can take it as the n pi. That n value you take as 1, 2, 3, so that we will get the 2 pi. So, for what it is? Constructive interference. Sir, what about a destructive interference? Of course, destructive in the sense is that we can say when destructive interference, we can say when the two waves are overlapping in opposite phase. That opposite phase in the sense is crust is overlapping with trough. Opposite phase in the sense is there will be a phase angle will be 180 or pi. Phase angle will be, because they are in opposite phase, no, we can say crust is overlapping with trough or trough is overlapping with crust, so that it is gives a destructive and which we can call minimum intensity or minimum of wavelength. That is, we can say amplitude will be A1 minus A2 we can, or root I is equal to root I1 minus root I2, which is already we proved in the last class, which already we discussed about a maximum of amplitude and maximum of intensity conditions by using a coherent sources. So, this is related to interference, about a interference, so that the light is obeys the interference property also. Of course, already it is proved. So, that the light is obeys the interference property. On the basis of interference property, actually there is one experiment is there, that experiment which we can call Young's double slit experiment. Young's double slit experiment. Sir, what is this double slit experiment? So this is also for 4 marks question. Young's double slit experiment by using a interference pattern. So we are using the interference pattern. By using this pattern, now there is an experiment is there. That experiment is related to Young's double slit experiment. Side heading will be, you take as Young's double slit experiment. Here you write the interference, under comes only Young's double slit. Slit experiment. That mean here actually Young, actually scientist, he conducted one experiment related to this interference pattern by using 2 slits. Say that 2 slits are nothing but you take one paper. I'll show you one 2 slits. How will be the 2 slits get? I'll show you. If paper is available, then I'll show you. Otherwise, I'll not show you. Of course, there is no paper. No problem. So there is 2 slits. It is an Young's double slit experiment. Say slit will be 2 openings. You take 2 openings like this. So this is one pen, and there is another pen like this. So there is one gap. So like that, another one also you take like this. Therefore, we'll get the 2 openings. We can call as the double slit it is. That year he used a double slit, and before that he used also pinholes. The hole in the sense is you take a paper, and that paper you make 2 holes. When light is propagated through that holes, therefore light is propagating and spread out from the hole. It is spread out from the hole. Therefore the light waves are overlaps. When they overlaps, therefore it is gives a one place is maximum, and at another place it is gives a minimum. The maximum minima is nothing but we can call as a interference. Now actually Young is conducted an experiment by using a double slit experiment. Double slit, 2 slits. Let us, there is a source. I'll give you the diagram. So the source is actually which is emitting the light wave in all direction, which are in the spherical in nature. Now there is 2 slits. Used 2 slits. It is a 1, and this is the another one. There are 2 gaps. You take like this. Very simple it is. So that it is a slit 1 and it is a slit 2. There are 2 gaps. Therefore wave is coming like this. Concentrate, and which is very simple diagram. And the distance between the 2 slits is you take as a d. Distance between the 2 slits, so that the wave is coming out from this slit as well as this slit also, because it is entered through this open, and this also enter from this also. Light is entering from these 2 openings. Therefore there will be one screen like this. So the distance between the screen and slit is, it is equal to capital D. I told you very clear in this chapter we will use the screens. Screens are required to obtain the patterns. Whatever the pattern we are explaining in this, here the screens are required. So that there is a distance between the slit and the screen is d. Now the wave is coming out from this, no, therefore the wave is spreads like this. Therefore when they spreads like this, definitely they overlap like this. When they overlap, therefore it forms a, on the screen is at a one place is maximum, at a one place is minimum, maximum, and it is central is always maximum. The central point will be always maximum. See, alternatively maximum, minimum, maximum, minimum, and here maximum, minimum, maximum, minimum, it is forms on the screen. Sir, how we are getting the maximum, minimum? Yes, I'll give you the diagram, in detailed diagram. See, this is actually overlapping the light rays, so that it is complicated, no? So instead of taking like this, you take a like diagram. See, this is the one place is maximum, at a one place is minimum, no? So here from this at a one point, you take a one thick line. Here another line, you take a dotted line. It is a dotted line, and one more you take a thick line, right? You take a dotted line, you take another one thick line, like your wish. You want to take a more number also, no problem, there is no count. Sir, you taken only like 2 dotted, 3 thick, it's not like that. Suppose you want to take a more number, yes, you take. See, don't go for a complication. So we can take a very easy manner, so that when they are overlapping, what will happen? One is to be maximum. You say thick line is maximum, thin line or dotted line is you take a minimum, and it is maximum. Again it is a minimum, and this is maximum. Look at you. So you put a dots here. Also the dots are also, it's not count. You take any number dots, no need to count. Your wish, you take any number like this. It's a very simple diagram. I'll show you. See, here you have to draw in the final examination like this. See, simple, you take from this, you draw like this. Look at the wave which is overlapping to be like this by using the dots. Using the dots like this. And here in meanwhile there is a dotted lines is there, no? For that you take as to be like this. By using this, concentrate how I am taking this. Everyone draw like this only, it is very easy. Yes, of course. That's what. The dots are it is no need to count. So this C indicates a minimum position, and this thick indicates a maximum position. Again you take here also, again we have dot, no? So that again you take like this. This is the diagram related to the interference pattern by using a Young's double slit experiment like this. And the final one you take, again you draw like this. Yes, this is our final diagram. It is the pattern of interference. See, on the screen it is obtained at a one place is maximum, at another place is minimum. So the maxima minima is nothing but we can call as the interference. It is an Young's double slit experiment diagram. And also we can also take another one diagram also. Here we can take like this. Again you draw a two slits. Yes, like this, right? So here there is a screen. See, from this you take a one point on the screen. At that point either a maximum or a minimum will get. So that you take from this, S1 is the slit and S2 is the slit. There will be a distance between the two slits is D, and it is a source which is emitting the wave like this. The distance between these two is D. Of course, at a central, it is the central maxima we can call. Always a central is maxima. So look at here also maxima is there. From this, the light ray, it is reaching the point P, you say R1, and from this you take a ray is reaching R2 it is. There is a difference in path, because this path is R1 and this path is R2. Of course, it is little more. You take from here also one line from this dotted line, so which making an angle theta like this. Clear? It is also same Young's double slit experiment only. It is in a complete diagram. Here it is an overall diagram. By using this diagram, now we have to get the maximum intensity and minimum intensity formulas. Maximum and minimum intensities formulas, which making an angle theta here, so that there is a difference in path, because it is also making an angle theta. So there is R2 and R1, no? This we can say delta x. Here the difference, because this is R1, no? From here it is we can take R1 only, but what about this? We say R2 minus R1. This is the path difference, because the arriving at a P, there is a difference in path. Arriving at a P, maybe at a P it maybe forms a maximum intensity, or it is maybe forms a minimum intensity. I don't know exactly which is forms. Either maybe forms at a maximum or it is forms at a minimum. So that we have to derive the conditions for maximum and minimum intensity when the two waves are arriving like this. Two waves are arriving at a point is like this, at a point like this. You go through these two diagrams, which are very very important, the diagrams, and you compulsory you have to draw the diagrams. Clear? And now here one wave, it is a one wave arriving. You take as the displacements, y1 is equal to a sine omega t is the one which is arriving at a point, and another one you take y2 is equal to a sine omega t plus pi. There is a little phase difference, because arriving because of arriving places it is different, no? Because of that we are getting some phase difference. So that when they are overlapping, because of overlapping, that at a point P it is giving a maxima or minima. So according to the principle of superposition, now add these two, that is a resultant wave will be y is equal to y1 plus y2 you take. Then y is equal to a sine omega t plus a sin omega t plus pi. There is a little mathematical description again. Of course, you see a sin a plus b. Again write a sin a plus b formula. After writing that, simplification is there. So now you look at the diagram, it is a Young's double slit experiment. Now I am erasing this. Now we have to take the derivation part of Young's double slit experiment. By using the Young's double slit experiment, we are actually finding the resultant wave intensity, when get the maximum, when get the minimum, that we have to derive. So here let us you take two expressions, that is y is equal to a sin omega t, you as it is you take, plus there also sin a plus b, no, you keep in within the bracket, you write sin omega t cos pi plus cos omega t sin pi. Now you multiply this, y is equal to a sin omega t plus a sin omega t cos pi plus a cos omega t sin pi, right? Here you look at a sin omega t, a sin omega t, you take a common from here, simple derivation part, 1 plus here we get cos pi plus a cos omega t sin pi. See, this is the equation 1 you see. See, from this equation, I want to tell you like this, let a of 1 plus cos pi you take as r cos alpha, assume like this, right? And you take a sin pi. From this expression you take a sin pi, that you take r sin pi. It's a 2 equation, this is 3. So the derivation is there in our material also. Suppose you go through the materials or else you go through the derivation, this is also no problem. Now you replace this, a 1 plus cos pi replace with r cos alpha, a sin pi replace with this, so that from 1 comma 2 comma 3 y is equal to, it is replace this, therefore we will get r sin omega t cos pi is equal to, here also a sin pi you remove, therefore it is plus r cos omega t sin pi will get. So that again you look at here, r is common, sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, then sin of omega t plus pi will get. This is the expression related to resultant. Now after this, let actually here we should take a derivation, continuation to be like this. Suppose you take 2 and 3 square and add. In the previous also I told you, that is the principle of superposition, we did there also same. Here also you take like that, 2 square and 3 square and add. So that here you square and add, no, therefore a square of 1 plus cos pi whole square plus a square sin square pi is equal to r square cos square pi plus r square sin square pi. Of course, sin square pi plus cos square pi is equal to 1. So here you write a square, a plus b, 1 cos square pi plus 2 cos pi, a plus b whole square, a square again sin square pi is equal to r square, because sin square pi plus cos square pi is equal to 1. And again you multiply with this, a square cos square pi plus 2a square cos pi plus a square sin square pi is equal to r square. You look at here, sin square pi plus cos square pi is equal to 1. So that we will get the a square plus 2a square cos pi plus r square. Of course, a square plus a square is 2a square plus 2a square cos pi is equal to r square. You take a common 2a square, 1 plus cos pi is equal to r square. But we know 1 plus cos pi is nothing but a 2 cos square pi by 2. It is a mathematical expression. Suppose there you replace this, then you will get the like this. It is 2a square of, this is will be 2 cos square pi by 2 is equal to r square. Therefore, r is equal to, we can take like this, r square is equal to 4a square cos square pi by 2. It is a resultant intensity, that is 2a square, you say 2a cos pi by 2, because it is there no squaring on both sides. But I is directly proportional to r square, no, intensity is directly proportional to resultant amplitude. Therefore, I is equal to 4a square cos square pi by 2. By using these expressions, now we have to tell about a maximum and about a minimum intensities. When we'll get the minimum, when we'll get the maximum, by using this final expressions. Clear? By using these expressions. So this is the related to the Young's double slit experiment. The resultant intensity will be I is equal to 4a square cos square pi by 2. By using this expression, now we have to say the maximum intensities and minimum intensities. When we'll get the maximum and when we'll get the minimum intensities. So that is this is today's class, and we'll see in the next class continuation of this, because we have to find the maximum and minimum intensities. Clear? So thank you very much. We'll see in the next class.